Chat, here we go. We got our last match that we are covering for the Pro Drops NA Invitational. AJ versus Evoh. Evoh, loser, does not go to the final single elimination bracket, the top 4. And winner gets to not only move on, but secures $500. $500 for sure, even if they lose out after winning this match. So this is the difference between finishing in the money and finishing out of the money. So both these guys are going to be very interested in winning this match today. AJ and Evoh is a match that we've seen a few different times before. And Evoh, in his long grind to try and enter the elite of North America, has matched up against AJ a few times. Evoh was kind of the perfect player that separated the top 4, the AJ, Lion Blaze, First Killer Daniels of the world. And he was just solidly 5th, I would say. And he kept trying to get wins over guys like AJ to work his way a bit higher. And he was able to beat Lion Blaze. He did beat Lion Blaze. I think for a brief moment he surpassed Lion Blaze and moved himself up there. But I don't think he ever was able to take down AJ. So this would be a nice way to remove some demons. I think by the time that this guy is going out on YouTube, all this stuff's going out on YouTube, you should have been able to see Daniel versus Evoh. And of course, all that stuff is going to be obvious based on this matchup. But Daniel did lose to Evoh for the first time ever. So Evoh able to beat Daniel, able to beat Lion Blaze. If he could beat AJ here, this would be quite a good sweep of wins for Evoh to show that he is a top player. Of course, he did lose to Lion Blaze in this tournament despite beating him earlier. But still, I have a feeling he wants to get wins against everybody. AJ has not scored yet in this game 1. Evoh has just been popping off. We just watched the show match between Evoh and Arsenal, in which Arsenal took it, but I tell you what, Evoh is looking solid at the start of this match. Evoh's going to get another one. 5-0. Evoh's just absolutely running it up. Whatever happened in the 15 minutes between the two matches seems to have worked out for Evoh. He is rocking a different octane. He played Dominus for 3 out of the 4 games in the previous one. I don't expect to see a Dominus coming out the way Evoh has started it in this first game. AJ played a bit of Dominus yesterday. He actually switched out of the Dominus back into the Fennec mid-game and was able to win against KV1 while doing that. Evoh was up 6-0. We are a minute and 18 seconds into this game, and Evoh is up 6-0. Somebody in chat said, is AJ trolling? I don't think so. I mean, I don't think I've seen anything that off about AJ. I think Evoh's just playing really, really solid at the start of this game. He's had pretty much all the possession. This is one of the first times that AJ's even been able to control the ball, and it seems like Evoh's taking it away very, very quickly. AJ's not going to be able to stay on this one for long. I guess he did find a way to steal the corner boost, so he might be able to regain control here. AJ, does he want a full field dribble? It's not easy to start them when the ball's already at ceiling height. So he takes it to the ground. Evoh intercepts it and has a 7-0 lead. How many of you guys had this as your prediction? In the first 2 minutes of the Evoh AJ match, a 7-0 run for Evoh. Evoh not slowing down at all. We haven't seen him shift to any sort of defensive gameplay after getting this lead, and for good reason. There's tons of time left on the clock, and playing this offensive focused style has worked out well for him. This is a nice dribble from AJ, but never really aimed at the net. He tried to just catch Evoh out of position as Evoh swung into the corner to grab boost. AJ thought he could maybe just speed the ball up to net to punish him for that. But Evoh is too speedy right now. He is absolutely everywhere on this map. The wall dash to get back to the ball. He has another good scoring opportunity. He tried to put it behind AJ. I think he was expecting AJ to creep a bit farther out into net, but he did not, so AJ had to save easy. Evoh, this reset, the musty at ground level is probably ill-advised, but, you know, he's gotten 7 straight goals. He probably has a good reason to feel like he might be able to pull that off. Wave dash kickoff for AJ. And give him a possession in the corner. Evoh forced to play off pads here at the start of this possession. And that possession is going to end quickly as AJ takes it off the back wall and doomsies it in. Evoh thought about going off the top of his net. And if he did do that, he probably would have intercepted the ball almost perfectly. So it's too bad he didn't commit to going in and out of the net. It was probably his best chance to get high with only 12 boost. And now AJ's able to get 2 in a row. Evoh steals the corner. Not before AJ gets a big clear. Actually, he's able to get 100 boost in the process. AJ getting a bit lost. Has to go to the ceiling to get his reset and get back to this ball. I like this pressure defense from Evoh. Not turning and shadowing, not heading back to net like lots of players will do in ones. He wants to close the distance. He wants AJ to feel his presence at all times. And you see AJ just drops that ball right down to him for an 8th. Evoh wins the race at the midfield kickoff, which means he will get a possession. This dive from AJ was all a ruse to try and get Evoh to get rid of it. And this is what Evoh was doing a ton against Arsenal. This is the downside of, honestly, both these players' play styles normally. Their desire to attack through the air and get a clip in the process of scoring frequently leads to easy open nets. AJ is going to roll this one up the sidewall for Evoh, who pulls off of the ball, backflips, and has AJ tap it right into him. What is this play from Evoh? Is this what he planned all along? Oh no, there's no way. Because AJ just slams it off the ground. I mean, I think Evoh gets fortunate here. For a second, I thought he was super 5-head, but I don't think you can expect AJ to get his touch that poorly. Evoh from the back wall. Can he go the entire distance of the field? He cannot. AJ is going to be able to take his own air dribble. And the musty is low. Those shots need to cross the net high, force a double jump out of the defender. And they can stay glued to the ground. Is when they're going to be able to escape, not only prevent the goal, but almost always immediately escape as well. 9-3, though. It seems like Evoh's hot start is going to hold it off and give himself a game. It was a 7-0 run to start. Since then, AJ has won. He won 3-2 in the final minutes, but long from making back up the deficit he needed. Evoh starts with the early edge as we head to game number 2. Remember, YouTube, every subscription for the next month adds $1 to the prize pool at the end of the year. So please subscribe. Game 2, AJ's had enough of the Fennec. We saw him play Fennec and switch to Dominus. This time around, he's not even going to toy with the Fennec. Oh, sorry, with the Dominus. He's going to go straight to Octane. Evoh immediately wins a kickoff to net. Just a nice standard kickoff where he gets goal side. AJ hears that Evoh is coming to challenge him at the midfield, so makes his immediate pop up into the air to prevent Evoh from being able to affect the play. And then it's just easy riding from there if you're AJ. Might look like an impressive double, but it's a layup for Optic AJ. Evoh taking a dribble on top of his car. Seemed to decide what he wanted to do with it fast enough. Ended up just driving away from it and letting it fall to AJ. He was hoping that the ensuing save would be a little bit easier to control and put back on net. Evoh now camera check. Best camera work in the game. I don't think I've ever seen anybody match Evoh with how much camera work he does. AJ worried that this ball was going in the bottom left. Felt the need to try and make a touch, but it was off the post. If he could have had the patience, he would have been just fine. Instead, Evoh's going to go up 2-1. Evoh wins this kickoff. Far away touch to start the air dribble. Evoh has not had the best first touches, I would say. The past couple days I've been watching him. You can make your life so much easier on those air dribbles when the first touch is perfect. If you're talented enough, and Evoh certainly is, you can take almost any first touch and make it good, make it decent. But you're definitely playing against yourself when you're doing that, and that's what Evoh has been doing on the majority of his aerial attacks recently. Evoh's going to have another opportunity for a wall to air dribble. Actually, he's not going to take it, and that's how you know that Evoh is locked in. There are two Evohs that we see when we watch him on stream. One version where he is absolutely 100% committed to the aerial attack, wall to air dribble every time he possibly can. And another version that usually only comes out in high tournament pressure situations, money on the line. And that's when he's a bit more willing to pass up in order to play a bit safer. And that's the Evoh we're seeing here against AJ. Evoh trying to stay around the play at all times, regardless of whether or not it looks like AJ is about to take control. But the problem with that is he is eventually forced to retreat to net. And AJ able to just slow roll a 50 in for the game lead. Evoh, look at him using all of his boost immediately to chase AJ down. He knows that it's not likely that he's going to be able to steal the ball away. But he wants to be involved in the play at all times. Doesn't want to give AJ space, and this is why AJ with space can be dangerous. Evoh able to get this goal line save and actually has himself a possession now. AJ's going to have to back off, so it'll be Evoh with tons of space. And AJ has only been half-heartedly faking as he sets up his shadow. He likes to close the distance, but he's not necessarily trying to make Evoh sweat in terms of expecting an early dive. That's something that Lion Blaze on defense, when we were watching him yesterday, did really, really well. Every time he was approaching the ball, you could never tell whether or not he was bringing a real challenge or if he's just going to turn to shadow. And that just makes the person on offense sweat so much and end up making touches they would have otherwise not done. That being said, AJ is going to make it 5-2. He is running it up here a little bit as he tries to extend his lead. Still 2 minutes on the clock for Evoh to work it back, and we saw him get 7 straight. We know he's definitely possible of getting at least 3 in this amount of time. Evoh air dribble bump. Oh, AJ able to fight through the bump and still get the save. He gets back to the ball with not enough boost to continue the dribble, so he does end up having to drop it down. AJ's gonna take the midfield while Evoh steals the blue back corner, and a nice backflip from AJ as he gets back to the ball. And he catches Evoh out of position, punishing him for diving to get the steal and coming around without an angle on the ball. Evoh, I was going to say he needs to score on this attempt. And I think this went about as good as it possibly could. I was going to say this is a really crucial attempt for Evoh. He's going to have to execute correctly, and instead, AJ just totally messes up to give him a free goal. I think that's doubly promising for Evoh and his potential comeback, to know that AJ is possible of making mistakes, and he's going to make yet another mistake. Oh my goodness, what a save! Can he stay behind it? Oh, he almost did! Wow. I can't believe it was this close. AJ made a big mistake letting Evoh get the ball, and he almost kept it out, jumping off the sidewall to get another 50 on the goal line, but Evoh does give it just enough speed to cross all the way through. Evoh, look at him passing up the wall to air dribble again, cutting towards net, try and punish AJ for coming out to challenge him. And now he's done exactly that. He got himself 100, but AJ eats him alive on this challenge. Evoh thought he was maybe a bit more threatening than he really was. AJ was not about to pre-jump that fake flick that Evoh was taking with that long extended single jump. Demo for Evoh. Air triple bump attempts. Falls in front of the ball, and that likely secures the game for AJ. Every attack was crucial for Evoh as the game winded down. Can you please do some play show matches? What do you mean? 9-4. AJ is locked in. Yeah. He has completely turned around the momentum after a tough start. Oh, he meant plats. Gotcha. AJ, maybe triple reset to finish it off. Evo's not going to let him have the clip. It'll be a tie series. But it almost feels like AJ has the edge as the one coming into this game, number 3, with the better, more recent performance. Rizzo does the bum fights, I know. What's AJ got for us here to end the game? A nice reset musty. Clean, clean. Chat, what are you rated out of 10? Basically a freestyle 1v1 here. As it winds down. We got some 7s, we got some 8s. A 6. Chat watched one Dark video and they're like, reset musty, that's it? 4. Game 3. So far, the Octane has been the difference. Evoh was able to win when AJ was in the Fennec and he was in the Octane, but as soon as AJ matched him in the Octane, he was able to win game number 2. Dark's 1v1 has spoiled you. So Dark has spoiled everybody. Now if it isn't a triple reset pogo, it's boring. AJ going to be given a ton of space. This is a big change from what Evoh was doing all series long so far. He was playing all over the ball. No separation ever. Mixing it up a bit after a loss in game 2. If you test AJ and he is on form and he's hitting his shots, it's the biggest mistake you can ever make, is to give him space and let him go to work. But as a highly volatile 1v1er, sometimes it could be the right play to try and let AJ overdo himself a bit. And if he's not hitting, it can lead to some free goals. But I would say in general, you have to stop AJ before he gets in his rhythm. Because he has, you know, he's not just a top 1v1er who can take some games. He has proven to be one of the best playing that exact style, which should be enough to tell you that he normally executes just fine. Evoh trying to sneak this one in high. AJ reacts to clear it off the backboard, and now Evoh is going to have to find a way to get AJ out of the orange half with no boost, and it's not going to happen. AJ will tie the game. This diagonal kickoff got eaten up by AJ, or sorry, by Evoh last time, and he's about to do it again. AJ does make it back just barely, but Evoh finds the window. The window was not big, but it involved popping the ball up over the top and just clipping the crossbar ever so slightly. Evoh delay kickoff. It almost felt like accidental because he didn't pick up that pad, and so he figured, well, I guess this is the delay kickoff now. If I don't get the pad, I can't get there fast enough, so really have no other choice. AJ trying to get a reset way too low, way too far away from the net. Always going to have a hard time scoring that, even if Evoh didn't challenge that the perfect time. But Evoh got a bit overzealous as he steals AJ's back corner and thinks that because of that, he's safe. Wave dash kickoff from AJ. Big mistake, though. And Evoh score off of it is yet to be seen. AJ looking to buy himself a bit of space, but Evoh does steal his corner. AJ's finally able to get 100. Evoh has time now. Long shot as he's hoping to bait AJ out to the midfield. He actually would have had him if he had got it inside the post. But he missed just barely wide, and now AJ is going to have a freebie, I'm pretty sure. I guess it's a bit of a tight angle, but as long as AJ doesn't try and shoot it right away and instead does what he does, which is just carry the ball to the net, it will be nice and easy. AJ looking to catch this ball high off the kickoff. Can't make anything out of it. Evoh has a chance to counter. Great recovery at the midfield. The power slide from AJ. He couldn't make anything out of it, so he probably just wasted a ton of boost doing that. But it looked cool, no doubt about that. Evoh, he just cannot seem to get these punishes. AJ keeps getting on the wrong side of the ball, and Evoh sees a window, but the AJ recovery is too strong. AJ now reset, takes it to the ground, wave dashes the direction that Evoh is facing, so Evoh's going to get the save. Great pre-flip from AJ to keep Evoh from getting boost, so he might be able to finish this off with a nice reset, the double. The first touch wasn't enough. Evoh waited. He saw how hard it was going to be for AJ to get a strong shot from that corner, so he thought he'd be able to get it clear, but actually if he just front flipped into that, he backflipped and wasn't able to continue to push through the ball. I think he probably was screwed either way, even if he did front flip. AJ just executed to perfection. Talking about before, now if AJ is hitting his shots, you cannot let him get to them. And the past few minutes, he has been able to get there. AJ wall to air dribble with space. I don't even think Evoh's going to have a respawn on 100 boost in the corner. So yeah, I mean, this is like a layup. Did Evoh have more boost than I thought? Oh, he had 61. Wow, I actually would have expected Evoh to challenge here, but Evoh waited so long as if he had nothing. And if you let AJ have that kind of space, I mean, like I said, it's an AJ layup. The reset slot top left puts AJ up 3. Evoh loses this kickoff into his corner, and he's not able to control it. AJ looks to punish with a quick shot, so that will be an Evoh air dribble. AJ comes to challenge him and immediately ends that play. AJ with 13 boost elects to just lob a soft shot at net as an attempt to buy himself a bit of time. He could have tried to carry a dribble, but the deeper he gets into the orange half with no boost, the scarier. Oh, Evoh just missed the touch of the midfield. I think he tried to redirect this bounce, didn't get it, and then decided, I'll just go grab boost since I messed up, and he could not afford to do that. But he also couldn't afford to sit under the ball either, because as soon as you miss that kill and it bounces directly up above you, you basically can't make a play on the ball better than the opponent's going to be able to. So really it all just came down to not missing that touch. So there's going to be 2 game wins for AJ in a row, barring something insane here from Evoh. AJ does intercept it and not able to get another goal, but he's not going to need one. Evoh, I think, just saved a net in order to save everyone a bit of time. So make sure you thank Evoh. Maybe switching to a different octane. Evoh's not one to usually switch off the octane, but he does like to switch to different octanes in between games. It is just going to be a different octane for Evoh in game number 4. Will we see the resurgence from Evoh? Or will AJ get the gentleman's sweep? He let Evoh have the first one, but I tell you what, he did not let him have it. Anybody who watched the game saw that Evoh took it with some serious force. He hasn't been able to find the same success in these latter games. Evoh could have saved this. He had the boost to save it, but he decided that AJ had missed and that it'd be better for him to let it bounce. Oh, maybe not. You know, his car was slightly off, but he didn't even try. He figured the bounce, if it were off, could lead to a good offensive take. Instead, he's going to be down 1-0. AJ, air dribble. Evoh has completely changed the way he's defending AJ now. Backing off to net. Letting him take to the skies. A gamble for sure, but game number 2 probably looked the worst for him, where he was trying to stay all over the top of AJ. AJ air dribble. What will he do this time? Just going to take it directly to net. Evoh just barely clips the save and booms it off his own post. He's got a good opportunity the other way. He goes to full speed and takes the ball down to the ground. That is something of an Evoh specialty. He prefers to have the ball on the ground, or very often, he's definitely less averse to it than anybody else. He doesn't mind if it drops down, whereas normally that's kind of a big mistake if any other dribbler has the ball. They're trying to keep it up at all times. Ooh, AJ finds the angle, 2-0. Evoh couldn't get the boost, was hoping to back pass this to himself and get there before AJ could. AJ, another kickoff win. He's immediately looking for the power shot, but when he saw the way Evoh was rotating on defense, decided to kill it and try and take it down for a dribble. Didn't have a ton of success there, but will have the ball once again. That's a bit of a mistake on the wave dash, slamming it immediately at Evoh and giving him an opportunity to challenge it right away. Evoh might have an angle. AJ has cut off so many of these tiny windows. Towards the latter half of this match, there have been a ton of opportunities where you can see that Evoh feels like he's got a chance on an open net before AJ shuts the door closed. The final moments. Nice to be nice. Thank you for the prime for 8 months. 8 months of prime and much appreciated. Evoh has not been able to steal a possession here. There's been a couple different AJ dribbles that have ended pretty poorly and need to be possessions for Evoh, but instead AJ's been able to find ways to keep the possession and head back to net. Evoh has another strong chance here. AJ's going to be recovering a slight bit late, forced to shadow on Evoh, and the low 50 is off the post. Evoh, bit of a camera check to see what AJ's going to do to try and decide what is the right way to work this into the net, and he was not able to. Good cutoff of that shot attempt from AJ as he ran out of boost. Was looking for a long shot to net, and another poor touch from AJ. Can Evoh capitalize? Trying to just power a flick to the top shelf. AJ's had that covered. Needs to be a bit craftier if he wants to take AJ down. AJ looking for the top right. Evoh has the save, holding on to his 37 boost as long as possible. Interesting back and forth 50 there. Does lead to an Evoh possession. AJ putting a soft shot on net. That is a poor first touch from Evoh. I think Evoh could have taken the ball there. He had some space, but he ended up putting it too far behind himself. Let AJ get back to it. This is a nice little outplay, but with no boost. Not likely that Evoh is able to make anything out of it. It's been a bit of a stalemate for the past few minutes. The problem is that the stalemate favors AJ. Evoh needs to find something. Another touch, just a couple balls length off the net as it hits the back wall. It feels like a goal is right on the tip of the tongue of Evoh, but he hasn't been able to get there. Air dribble 50, AJ covers it and gets a goal, and that is the difference in this match most likely. When it has been a long back and forth, and finally one of the attacks from Evoh results in a freebie for AJ. It's going to feel impossible in the next 40 seconds. Not often in 1v1 is somebody held to 0 goals ever, and AJ about to do that. in this game number 4 if Evoh can't get something going. This is a good bump. This net is open, and there it is, the first goal. Talked about how hard it is to truly shut somebody out in the game. And tell you what, Evoh got that one with more than enough time to get 2 more. Just going to have to be a couple great kickoffs. Evoh does get ahead of Arsenal chat. AJ's wave dash, but that was his opportunity. Needed that one to go in, or needs one to go in here quickly. Diving the challenge. AJ is going to get a reset to give weird timing to this shot, and he finds it. 2 goals for Evoh in short time. If Evoh doesn't get the reset on this shot, the timing of it would be very easy for AJ to handle. But not only that, it also gets a bit more movement to the center of the net. And all AJ can do can slow it down. He's going to go wave dash kickoff again. He's been going back to that in these final moments. Evoh does get his own boost. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't pick it up. I think he needed that 100. If he had 100 right there, he might have been able to get back to the ball earlier than AJ. But AJ will roll it away. And the 2 goals from Evoh come a bit too late. It'll be a gentleman's sweep for AJ as he earns himself a guaranteed $500 and moves on to the single elimination top 4.